Well, and just to pile on this a little bit, I mean, we could talk about this for this entire webinar, but important components of a financial statement are the P&L and the balance sheet. You got to have a balance sheet. I was just looking at a business in the last couple of weeks where I said, "Send me your full financials," right? And we're looking at buying this business, and what I got was 3 years of P&Ls, profit and loss statements, or income statements. And I said, and this is a very asset heavy business. They've got heavy machinery and things like that. So it's not like an internet business. I said, "Send me your balance sheet." And they said, "Oh, we don't use a balance sheet." How can you not have a balance sheet? I mean, you use QuickBooks, for crying out loud. Just send me whatever comes out of QuickBooks. And it became very apparent that they're not tracking their assets. They don't know what they have. They're not properly relieving them. Financial statements are more important to being able to actually do a transaction than you realize. So please, if you don't learn anything else today, you can turn this video off after this. Go and get your financial statements in order and then update them every month. Make sure you're looking at them every month.
I'm going to pile on with this one too. It's just so important. When I was just talking with a friend, he's also a buy-side due diligence expert. And he made an analogy for me, or kind of explained the balance statement, how critical they are. I never heard it phrased this way. But the balance statement is the foundation and the snapshot in time that you've got at any given point in time. So let's just talk about like January 1st of 2020 compared to February 1st of 2020. And the income statement is what's transpiring. It's the cash flow and the income and the expenses between those 2 points in time. So when Tom, to your point, you have to have those balance statements, especially in e-commerce. And here's a critical component too. You need to have your inventory on your balance statement, and you need to show true units sold on your cost of goods on your income statement. If you buy 100,000 or 500,000 or $10 million worth of inventory in January, and that's all an expense in January, and you're not tying it to actual units that are sold between January and February, and then also into March, April, May, etc. So a buyer can see what is the actual P&L, what's the actual profit and loss on a month-to-month basis, then we are not going to be able to get you near as much money when we sell your business as if you were to put your inventory on your balance sheet under an asset, and then you transfer and make journal entries, transfer and move it over onto your P&L. Best if you do it under accrual.
Yeah, but it doesn't even have to be that hard. If you're actually purchasing, then it should flow straight into your balance sheet. If you're using your financials to purchase, it goes on your balance sheet, and that doesn't even have to be a manual process. Let's say you buy 1,000 of widgets, right? And the cost was $1 each. So you got 1,000 of those, and you sell those widgets for $10. So each time you sell one, a proper financial package, even something as simple as QuickBooks, when you sell one, it takes $1 off of the cost on the balance sheet and moves it over to cost of goods sold on the financial statement, showing that you made $9 profit. And so it can be automatic and simple and easy. We make this sound, I'm afraid we may have made it sound a little bit more complicated than it is, but it's not. It's super easy once you get it set up. It's just like anything else in your business. Once you do it a couple times, piece of cake. But it's so important to have that all in order.
Absolutely. And they can get that information directly out of their shopping cart, or their 3PL company can send them a report, what exactly sold that month. And then you enter that into QuickBooks and boom, it just moves it right on over. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications about new videos and interviews. And introduce yourself in the comments. Are you a buyer or a seller?